G'day, I'm Brad Jones. I'm a grain farmer from Tamman, and I'm also one of the founding grower directors of Australian Grains Champion. Australian Grains Champion, or AGC, was formed by growers for growers. I've been involved for more than a year now, working alongside fellow growers Clancy Michael from Minginoo and Sue Middleton from Wongan Hills, as well as Samantha Tuff, our Strategy Director, and John Corbett, our Finance Director. In that time, AGC has worked with a team of advisors to ensure our proposal is achievable, it's backed by high-quality Australian funding and is in the best interests of growers. We've also had plenty of input from growers throughout WA's grain growing areas, from Chapman Valley down to the Great Southern, across to Esperance and out into this eastern wheat belt. You'll have heard a lot of noise about our proposal, some of it good, but a lot of it's pretty misleading. So for the record, here's what we're trying to do. It really boils down to two things. First, we want to reform CBH's ownership, changing it to a public listed company listed on the ASX. This would unlock your long-held equity in CBH, converting into cash and valuable shares that sit on your farm balance sheet under your control. Second, this new structure would ensure CBH has the funding and is set up to compete strongly on the world stage. Under our proposal, growers retain significant ownership and control of the company upon listing. And the company will be led by a board that's focused on the business and is free from the politics of grower elections. The threat to WA growers is not from Eastern Australia. It's the Northern Hemisphere targeting our traditional markets, and under our current setup, they've been eating our lunch. So, the suggestion that this is somehow a takeover by GrainCorp is complete nonsense. We are proud to have GrainCorp involved in our proposal. As another significant Australian agribusiness, they have very relevant experience, particularly in diversifying into grain processing and dealing with competition, which is really intense in Eastern Australia. They have a keen understanding of what we're trying to do and the reasons that we're trying to do it. But GrainCorp, like the Australian superannuation funds investing with them, are simply an investor. Significantly for us, the involvement of high-quality Australian investors has meant that our proposal can provide growers with $600 million in cash immediately following a grower vote, and up to $1 billion in total cash following a listing. This $1 billion can be used to invest in our farms, to retire debt, or just to retire. In addition to the cash payment, upon listing, CBH members would also receive a substantial number of valuable ongoing shares in the business, which you are free to hold on to, you can buy more of, you can sell, or you can actually pass it on to your children. For many of us, these benefits will provide financial security for our farms, our families, and our futures. Opportunities like this are extremely rare. It's a potentially life-changing moment that could deliver big time for each of our communities and the entire WA grain belt. Which is why we believe that you and all the members of CBH deserve the opportunity to consider the AGC proposal for yourself in full detail. Implementation of the proposal ultimately depends on your vote. The most important part of putting the proposal to a grower vote is giving you adequate information. To help this happen, we asked the CBH board to agree both sides preparing the information required. Such agreements are pretty standard in a proposal like this one, and we're not asking the board to support or recommend our proposal. Specifically, we were seeking a process whereby AGC and CBH could complete due diligence, prepare a very detailed explanatory memorandum and independent experts report, seek the necessary tax rulings, and hold a grower vote on the proposal with a high threshold of 75%. There would be no vote until you have read through the explanatory memorandum. This contains very detailed information, reviews the pros and cons of the proposal, and includes an independent expert report. Despite this, CBH took the decision to reject our proposal without giving you, the owners of the business, a say. This was apparently on the basis that it was not in your best interest. In the weeks since, we've heard from many of you asking us to continue our efforts to press ahead with the Australian Grains Champion proposal. And we intend to do just that. For more information about the AGC proposal and how it can benefit you and your family, please visit our website or just give us a call. It's your future, and you should decide it.